Good morning, students. Today we'll talk about the poem Vasant Panchami, which is penned by Sarojini Naidu. Students, before talking about the poem, let's talk about the poet. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and poet who served as the first governor of United Provinces after India's independence. She played an important role in the Indian independence movement against the British Raj. She was the first Indian woman to be president of the Indian National Congress and appointed governor of a state. Sarojini Naidu was born on 13th February 1879 in Hyderabad state, British Raj, present-day Telangana, India, and died on 2nd March 1949 at the age of 70 in Lucknow, United Provinces, India, present-day Uttar Pradesh, India. Students, let's talk about the summary of the poem Vasant Panchami, which is penned by Sarojini Naidu. Vasant Panchami by Sarojini Naidu celebrates the arrival of spring and the festival of Saraswati Puja. The poem describes the beauty of nature blossoming with flowers and the joyous atmosphere of people celebrating the renewal of life. It also highlights the worships of the goddess Saraswati, symbolizing knowledge, art, and music. The poem Vasant Panchami, describing the festival of spring, unfolds the sorrow of the Hindu widow who can neither enjoy the beauty of spring nor participate in the delights of the festival. The colorful sights and sweet fragrance of spring wound the widow's heart with bitter memories. They revive in her the memories of happy days when the husband was alive. Students, what is the importance of Vasant Panchami? Vasant Panchami has its own significance. It underscores the celebration of spring, the reverence for goddess Saraswati, and the agricultural prosperity it heralds. In addition to honoring goddess Saraswati, the importance of Vasant Panchami also shows divine love between Lord Krishna and Radha. Alright? Now, we will step into the poem. Okay? Welcome back to the poem Vasant Panchami, which is penned by Sarojini Naidu. Students, the poem Vasant Panchami has 5 stanzas consisting 6 lines each. In the first stanza of the poem, the speaker speaks to an insect and birds, especially the dragonfly, koils, and nadiculas. As the speaker's heart is filled with grief, she asks the dragonfly why would it bring her the news of the spring or the information of the enjoyment. It will be better for the dragonfly to close up its wings and move somewhere far from her sight. The speaker addresses the musical koils and tells them to stop, tells them to pause their delightful notes or their joyful lips. In the fourth line of the stanza, the speaker points out the nadiculas and tells them to calm, to still their passionate throats. If they want to carry on their delightful notes from their joyful lips, they have to fetch another garden for their habitat. Why? Because their songs, their joyful lyrics seem to be as poisoned arrows which prick her breast, and this particular breast pain is unbearable for the speaker. Come to the second stanza. In the second stanza of the poem, the speaker speaks to some vegetations, especially the gulmohars, champa, and the Sirisa trees. The speaker begs the crimson gulmohars. She prays to the dark red color gulmohars to put out their flames, to extinguish their light that display in their full bloom with their extreme light and block her doors. The speaker tells the champa to fold up its buds that invite the wild bees to join in a divine food and drink which are delicious and fragrant. The speaker turns to the sirisha trees and tells them to hold their breath. Why? Because they compel the speaker to recall the memories of her life, which slay her heart, which give a great pain which is unbearable for the speaker. Come to the third stanza. In the third stanza of the poem, the speaker speaks to some unmarried girls and married women. She addresses the joyous girls, she addresses the young girls, or the female virgins, or the joyful maidens who have woken up early in the morning, who have ceased sleeping at dawn. For what purpose? To add something more to look attractive or beautiful, or to beautify, or to decorate, or to garnish their doorsteps with sandal soil. Next, the speaker addresses the brides who have moved or proceed smoothly, who are ready with their jeweled feet, means they have worn anklets and toe rings and made attractive their feet by putting red dye or alta. These brides are carrying gifts of silver lamps and newly grown wheat in their puja thals. Silver lamps or diyas are used for decorating the plate or puja thal. Beside this, flowers, rice, incense sticks, kumkum, haldi, sandalwood paste, puja bill and other items are also placed in the puja thal. But here, the speaker has declared of the silver lamps and new blown wheat. Till now, it seems the maidens, married or unmarried, both are very delighted on the occasion of Vasant Panchami. In the second last and last line of this stanza, the speaker is begging, she is praying, she is requesting them to be quiet, to stop talking, to stop greeting or welcoming the spring, welcoming the Vasant in such an attractive way. Come to the fourth stanza. In the fourth stanza of the poem, the speaker compares her life with the family life of other women. As she sees that the ladies are busy to take care of the family and family members with several actions and desires, she says, what work is there for her to do? Others are enjoying because they have their husbands for whom they could offer their heart's desire. But for the speaker, as she is a widow, her life gives no meaning for her. So, she tells the reader that her life is totally different from other women who take care of the family members by nourishing them with lotus honey, which has many nutritions. Next is corn, which is a part of healthy diet, and the curd, which seems so solid as ivory, with plantain blossom, means our banana blossom or banana flower, and pomegranate fruits, with rose wreath lentils, which represent love and passion, and love scented lute, which represents fragrance of rose whenever the musical instrument is played. In the last line of this stanza, the speaker means to know, with lighted temples and the fire pits, where do the happy women offer their wants or their desires? Through these activities of the nesting birds means the happy women who are running the family with their husbands. The speaker tells us that she can't participate because she is a Hindu widow and she is not allowed to enter the temple for any offerings. So she is disappointed. Come to the fifth stanza. In the fifth stanza of the poem, the speaker is in her full grief. She expresses her sadness and tells the reader that her life is destroyed. She is alive but equal to death. She is a Hindu widow and this is her reality. There is no hope that her situation will change. She has described her life in which she is upset, she is disappointed. Her life is dried and destroyed like the sorrow-trodden grass. Means whenever and wherever she will put her feet down while walking anywhere, she will meet grief, sorrow, pain, which is unbearable, which she can't explain because the pain which is killing her in every breath, she only feels it. The pain which is growing every moment with her heartbeat has increased. It seems that the soulmate whom she loves more than herself is being removed suddenly by the wind of grief. In a similar way, like a fallen flower and faded leaf. She has lost her freshness or brilliance of color. Her life is colorless and in front of her eyes, the other women are welcoming the spring with great excitement. In this situation, she recalls her beloved and says that the spring have gone away without touching her. Thank you.